Once again, like, these are very nice buildings. You would think, like, I don't know if there's builders or something like that, but you think people would be able to, like, I don't know. They've really just given up if they can't even make Gate Town, like, build proper buildings for Gate Town. Right? You think if you're gonna be there, like, some people think they said they've been there for maybe years, you know, you think if you're gonna be there for a while, you know, maybe invest in building up your city somehow, right? You know, like, I don't know, like, maybe they just can't, maybe they don't have, they have a lot of people with different skills there, right? Surely they can make something happen if they work together. Tachame, hello. I swear there was another sack here yesterday. It must have been those bloody hobgoblins. Okay. Oh, we got our Morrow Keep over here. Alright, here we go. Alphinaud? This is Moshimoa, the farmer of whom I spoke. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Moshimoa. This is my associate, Kelwyn. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Yeah, I loaded your lackey up with goods not too long ago. Dude, I knew it. Fucking hell. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad, short blue hair. No. He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed... Uh-oh. That was that lad that was listening in. He took the goods, man. Confound it, someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. Dude, man, the Shack City has ears, man. This charlatan was here not long ago. He cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I shall take the west. Forgive me, I had no cause to doubt the lad. Still, he shouldn't be hard to spot with the blue hair of his. Blue hair, very easy to spot. Bea Core, hello. You're the right traveler. There's plenty of work to go around, but not much in the way of amusement, I'm afraid. What do you do here? It's the lore guy. I raise crops, or I try to at least. The soil here isn't fertile enough to provide a proper harvest. Even so, you won't see me packing my bags for Gate Town anytime soon. The flood didn't leave much behind in the way of farmland, and I'll be damned if I'll abandon the plots my forefathers worked or the homes they bled to defend. We're outside of Eulmore's protection, so we're forced to deal with our fair share of eaters and the like, but I've made my decision. What kind of place is this? Well, the village was named for the families of craftsmen who once made their homes here. Did you see Venmont Yards just over yonder? All the shipwrights would go to work there in the morning and return here at night. You can imagine how rowdy the tavern was in the evenings. The need for big seaworthy ships might have vanished with the arrival of the flood, but there are those who keep the old trade alive. Even if no one wants a vessel built, the skills come in handy for dismantling what's left. Cool. So they salvaged some of the ships. I mean, it's been 100 years, so I don't know if there's much salvage left to be had, but... Alright. Lots of nice buildings, but actually not a lot of people in the city. Oh, there's a couple more people out here. Thenoise? I always worry about when my husband goes to the shipyard. It's not far, but with all the monsters on the road, I'm terrified that one day he won't come home. Engage in the buddy system. Hasselot? Be careful around here, traveler. We've Eulmore exiles and monsters and all sorts of nasties prowling the outskirts of town. Eulmore exiles? They exile people? It's a chore just to keep our stores from being raided. I mean, you'd think the Eulmore exiles, like, maybe some of them would be like, hey, can I come live here? You know, I'll help out. Moa Mosh. It's also Moa. Is that like, is this like a last name, first name sort of deal? Madness, that's what this world's come to, all because of what those Warriors of Light did. Oh, so they say. Yeah, the Warriors of Light, Arbert and his lads become villains in the story. Unfortunately, they were tricked though. It's all the Asians' fault. Asians. Alright, I think we're... Yeah, okay, we are going this way. I was just like, I think this is the right way. Up here we go. Search the surrounding for a male minstrel with short blue hair. You may move the camera as well as... Okay, yeah. Oh, well, this guy was easy spot. I was just like, alright, movement. You've located your quarry. Quarry located. Take him out. I was gonna just jump us straight to cutscene. Ooh. Kelvin, any sign of him? Yeah, I got him. I got eyes on him. You have a keen eye. Let us move him before he makes good on his escape. At some point, I've acquired a little, like, telescope. One of those, like, folding telescopes. Very useful. Adventuring. Little eyeglass. Oh. Just like, what is that green glowy? It's one of the little sprout mounts. Alright. Yo, lad. What the fuck?
There you are.
Oh, voiced. Yo, punk.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen.
Oh, unfortunate, dude. So he's just waiting on chance. Do you have any... What's your skill?
No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it.
And what do you eat, man? Everybody else seem like they don't eat anything but?
No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired. I'm so bloody hungry.
Oh, yeah, man. Understandable, man. Being tired of being hungry all the time, man, that's... That wears on you. It makes you irrational, it makes you irate.
I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Oh, great, Alphinaud. You want in? We bring him into this? We can be like, oh, he's important. Kai Sher.
Tell me then, Kai Sher. Must it be Eulmore or nothing?
Yeah, can't you go elsewhere? We can... Listen, lad. Low-key, we can get you in on the Crystarium. Low-key, you want in on the Crystarium? We can arrange passage.
What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Eulmore.
Saying you could live a life and not be tired and hungry all the time, go to the Crystarium. Would that be Eulmore because your friends are there?
That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I mean, that's grand and all. I mean, I guess if he promised his friends. But dude, low-key, you come across as a whiny brat, man. I'm looking at Alphinaud. Alphinaud, thoughts? I'm gonna look to him to make this decision.
My deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business and how best to arouse the Eulmoreans' interest.
Oh, he's gonna give it over, his plans.
You'll give me your place, just like that.
Alphinaud has a good heart, man.
I'm giving you a chance and nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Oh, just a little bit of a smile. We left the decision up to Alphinaud, but... we're not going to go with him to maybe ensure that it goes through.
There will be others. But for young Kaishir, it was the difference between life and death.
Yeah, mayhap. I mean, he was somehow scraping by. You think he would have wasted away trying to get into Eulmore? Yeah, there will be. There might be another opportunity. You know, we'll have to find a way, and it won't be immediate. But yeah. I mean, there's no urgency for us to get into Eulmore. I mean, they're just a power in this city. Like, I don't, like, if our goal is to just kill the Sin Eaters, like, as it currently stands, there's no urgency for us to get into Eulmore. Like, yeah, being allied with them or, like, you know, having influence there probably would be helpful. But it's not the be-all, end-all.
I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best.
Yeah, I mean, will Kaishir find happiness in Eulmore? Who knows? We don't know anything about the inner workings of this place, but it's the path he wished to walk. And if he is united with his friends, then maybe it's for the best. Who's to say? Who's to know? We can only walk but the path we walk. Though the possibilities are endless. No use worrying about what different path we could have taken. Though there's always the potential to change course.
We strive to bring swift salvation to this world. That countless lives might be saved, not least your own.
At least your own.
Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
No. Like you said, there's other ways. We can't abandon our ideals because we are so dead set on our goal. If we have to abandon our heart just to get to where we need to go, certainly there might be some situations that call for hard decisions, but this need not be one of them. The issue isn't so pressing yet. Like you said, there can be other ways. But we can't lose sight of what we stand for along the way in pursuit of a higher cause. You have to remember that the ends don't justify the means. Oh, we're getting a dialogue option. That's not who you are. Quite possibly, meaning we'd better hurry. Quite possibly, meaning we'd better hurry up and think of a new plan. No, we're gonna say that's not who you are. That's not who I am either. That's not who you are.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alphinaud, ever the slave to sentiment.
Oh, that maybe sounds like Estinian, but low-key, man. I think Estinian... I think that's, you know... It's part of your charm, man. I think Estinian has, you know, like, he's fond of you, lad. I don't think he would want you to change.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending.
Yeah.
Shall we return to Wright then?
Sure. We'll let her know the issue's been resolved. Or we'll let the lass know. The farmer lass.
Is that...
Is that what? What am I looking at? Oh, a guy?
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
It looks like it. Let's go investigate.
Come on. They may need our help.
I'm with you, Alphinaud. Me and the lad, always someone to help. Alright, Chokibo, let's go. Along the coast here, I guess. What are these beasties? Wood eyes. Alright. Interesting name for a beasties. The woods have eyes. The trees have eyes. This is the shipyard, I guess. The split hull, that's what the name of that little cape is. Is that what the white word for a cape? Whatever. Oh, ether current. I was wondering if maybe there was an ether current this way, but it seems ether current... Sorry, I just ran over that dude. Hey, we're here to help, runs over him on a chocobo. Oh wait, is that an ether current? Distracted driving. Alphinaud? Here, he's breathing, I think, though. He won't last long without help. Don't worry, I'm a healer. Weakened wretch. You okay, dude? What happened? What happened? I should take care of the worst of his injuries. That's right. I healed him. 1000% completely healed him. Mercy. Mercy, I beg ya. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Pray, keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. Alright, I don't know the protocol for this situation. Hypothermia. Normally it would be like, what, get him out of the wet clothes and then, like, you know, like, depending on the stage of hypothermia, maybe, like, get him into, like, you don't want to warm them up too quickly. So, you know, it would be, like, lukewarm water or something like that, and then, you know, or, like, wrap him up in, like, a blanket or something like that, and then slowly warm him up. Also, to be too much of a shock. I think that's what you would do with hypothermia. I know something like that, but definitely you would want to get them out of the wet clothes. So that would just be, you know, like, a problem. But I know that's kind of weird. What's the stage of hypothermia? thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? Completely changed whatever the voice I've given him, but this is fine. We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristel. I was invited into Eulmore to work as an artist. Oh? You come from Eulmore, what happened? A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Vothry's city. Is that the leader, Vothry? Within days they had brought me before the man himself. So you're just like, if you're not serving a purpose, they notice you're not doing anything of worth, and they're just like, what? Exile them? They did hear something of Eulmore exile, so. They brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the god's damn ocean. Say what? What is this just like? Is this a nobody leave situation? Like, what the fuck? Like, you offer people in the city, but you don't let them out? The guy, you can't just be like, I'm going to go? Like, what the fuck? Oh, shit's fucked up in Eulmore, man. From up there? How are you not dashed to pieces? Yeah, there's like shipwreckage and shit all the way. Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. And the citizens condone such barbaric punishment. Yeah, dude, this guy did nothing wrong besides, you know, not having a patron anymore. Like, what the fuck? Holy shit. Without a second thought, when Lord Vothry passes judgment, no one much as blinks, let alone argues. In Eulmore, his word is law. That sounds fucked up. I immediately get the angry eyes. Tristel? Ah, that fires chase the chill from my bones, thank you again. Good job, Alphinaud. Tried hand of fire building now. Alphinaud? The more I hear about Eulmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first, we should convey Tristel to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. Okay. Yeah, dude, let's go. Yeah, I guess we healed most of his injuries, but, you know, like, take it easy, man. Away into the city. Yeah, that's what we're looking to get into the city to suss shit out, you know? Though if this is once you enter no one leaves situation, like, whew. Like, I don't know, is there like a way out, like maybe a way to get smuggled out of the city? Because we're definitely, we're not in a stay there forever situation. I am curious though what's at the end of this cape. I don't think there'll be anything, but for curiosity's sake, let's just run out there. Let's just run out there and have a little look-see at Peeksies real quick. Maybe there's a sightseeing location. Just a little look-see peeksy. Curiosity demands exploration. Ooh, lovely little like flower field here. This is nice. Lots of different kinds of colored flowers as well. Alright, no sightseeing location or anything like that, but pretty flower field. You know, we'll take it. We'll take it. I really appreciate that they have different colored flowers here. One of my complaints about Well, one of the things I noticed when there's like a flower field going into in the peaks outside of Alagana or whatever, it was all just the same flower, and I was just like, either only this flower is in season right now, it's an invasive species, or like this could have more flowers. Oh hey, Balthieric. Hey, welcome. Just gonna leave the remnants of the fire there, Alphinaud? Yeah, I guess we did kind of. Well, it's alright, we stomped out the fire. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, that coast is littered with refuse anyway, I'm sure. It's okay. Alright, here we are. Alphinaud? I wonder what Tristal will do now. Yo, Tristal. Maybe, just saying, maybe we could, you know, get you in at the Crystarium. Just saying. You want to go to the Crystarium? Or maybe he could find his work. I mean, he's an artist, so, like, I don't know what other skills he might have. Alright, Tristal? Pray, accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And, if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Eulmore, insofar as I am able at any rate. Oh? To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to my stomach. That awful place. That's where we wish to go for our own purposes, man. Don't worry, we'll not be staying there, so don't let that plague your mind. But since it's plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. Seems that the gods have seen fit to grant us a way into the city. It's my favorite paintbrush. Okay. The Eulmore and elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. I don't know if they have a talent for painting, but this is very convenient because Alphinaud here is a tried and true artist. Now I don't got shit up my sleeve. So I'm just gonna have to, like, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to ride on Alphinaud's coattails here. Are you certain this is your livelihood? We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. Maybe he's just... You know, what is he gonna do as an artist, though? Like, he can make another brush. I'm sure it'll be fine. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I can't. I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. For the time being, lad, maybe. You know, take a break from art. But, you know, like, if it brings you happiness, I hope you find that spark within you to create again. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. Yo, you want in at the Crystarium? We can get you to the Crystarium. We send this guy to the Crystarium. Should you make it into the city, have care what you say and do. I wouldn't want you to save my life only to lose your own. Okay, will do. We were told at the beginning of this zone that you know, like, there may be beasts and other dangers of this land, but the true dangers are the people. So yeah, Eulmore. The Eulmorans. And I guess, you know, like, and like any other, like backstabbing grubbers that are only out for their own. City of Final Pleasures. Alphinaud weighs the brush you receive from Tristal deep in thought. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristal has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. Indeed. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skills with a brush. Alphinaud, modest skills with a brush. Well, maybe most we've seen with him is like sketches. I don't know what kind of sketches, like graphite, charcoal, who knows. So I don't know if he's also just like, I also paint, you know. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. I have no doubt, Alphinaud. As for you, as for me. Well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant? Okay, but like in what capacity? Like, what do I do? Like, I prepare canvases for you, or like, you know, they probably have canvases, like. Do I prepare paints for you? Specific paints, perhaps? The most vibrant of paints. And it's settled. All we need to do now is return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. So I appreciate you asking for my approval before being like, she's my assistant. Next appearance of those vile jesters. Okay. Yeah, the red gesture though gave us like the eyes. We had a moment. She looked at us, we looked at her. Oh, so Tristal, thank you so much. Best of luck to you. Should you make it into the city, have get what you... Yes, okay, well, thank you. Good luck, Tristal. Up, side quests have opened up here, including Etherkirk quests. All right. We're gonna do these before we head out to Eulmore, I guess. Alright, let's see. Forthright Farmer. Hold on a second. Let's switch over to Summoner. Let's switch over to Summoner for these quests. The Forthright Farmer has a mystery to share. Excuse me, miss. You seem the well-traveled sort. Would you be willing to accompany me to the Clave in return for a reward? There's a bit of a problem, see? We take turns manning the watchtowers hereabouts, but the last few folks have been driven away by from the lighthouse post by sudden and terrible headaches. Interesting. I think there's a creature there or something that's causing that. Every single one of them remembers hearing some sort of screeching wail. Okay, definitely a creature. We don't know if we're dealing with a sea witch or a roaming banshee, but they all agree the sound is awful enough to chill your blood. How fortunate for me, then, that I have you to back me up. Pray, follow me to the Clave, and we can solve this mystery together. Heck yeah, heck yeah. If you've got a little bit of art talent, you can just sort of like it's obviously it's hard to take up an entirely different medium for art, but you have a good starting point at least. You can wing it. Like this guy, bonded servant. Like you fancy mother trucker. Are you like an envoy from Eulmore? What is this? Up, this is giving us another ring. Ooh. Okay, since we have better rings on White Mage now, we'll be able to get this ring for a summoner. The bonded servant fidgets with uncertainty. Excuse me, miss, but you are a fellow visitor here, yes? I wonder if you'd be willing to perform for me a trifling service. I serve a particular family of Eulmore elite, and it is at the behest of my patron, a man with a discerning taste for fine drink, that I have ventured to this famous breweries of Wright. Oh, do you not partake yourself? I do not. Otherwise, you would surely be aware of the Wright's incomparable ale, and its glowing reputation among the privileged of Eulmore. In recent years, however, are you saying that there's people that produce ale here, and you guys, and the people of Eulmore love this ale, but like, you don't deign it appropriate to protect this city? Or help this city in any, this outpost, this village in any way? Fuckers. In recent years, however, it seems distribution of this golden liquid has ground to a halt, and thus I've been sent to make a purchase directly from the source. Maybe it's ground to a halt because these bastards have died out here. Pieces of shit. You means in protecting people, then protect them. Oh, but they haven't sworn fealty or whatever, fuck you. A simple task, you might think, except the people of Wright are not overly receptive to visitors from Eulmore. Downright dismissive, in fact. Do you understand my dilemma? How were they getting this wine previously if they weren't trading with the people? I need you to speak to the villagers and procure a supply of ale in my stead, a service for which you will be paid most handsomely. Pray, bargain with the villagers on my behalf, and I shall see you rewarded for any ale you require. Okay. I guess. Venerable villagers. So we're talking for this? Hello. We're looking for somebody who sells ale. Apparently it's very popular. You're wanting to buy some right ale. Well now, we was indeed famous for ale once, but that age is long past. Or maybe they just had a stockpile of the ale. And barley we grow these days is bound for the oven or the cooking pot. It is not to be spared for brewing beers and the like. You put that young back to work bringing in harvest though, and I might be convinced to part with a bottle from my private stock. Okay. Fair trade. Help me harvest the field there, and I'll see what ale I've got left hiding in the larder. Oh, we love this ale, but making sure that we can procure more ale? No. How are the people in this fucking Eulmore living? Or do they just hoard a whole bunch of resources and have just been living on that for the past like 100 years? Like, what the fuck? Even that's a long time to just live on hoarded resources. Just doing some farming. Also, yes, don't mind me, random villagers. I was sent here to do this. Totally not stealing these plants. Now that's the trick. You just walk in like you belong there and people just don't question it. Alright. You brought back my barley then. A long stalk of barley colored a rather striking shade of gold. Thank you, lass. There's fewer hands around to help out ever since the... You're not gonna finish that sentence? Ever since the what? The flood? It's a good drop of... right ale is. Slides down the throat like honeyed sunshine, so they say. And before you know it, you've downed the whole damn bottle. If it's been 100 years, I doubt only the long-lived races would probably remember what it was. There would only be, like, maybe a couple of elderly people would remember before the flood. Like, maybe there's a couple people that might be alive that are above 100, but it would only be the long-lived races that would remember the before flood times. And there's, you know, there's probably like, there's generations here that haven't known anything else. But like maybe Vieira or Ellison I think are also long-lived, would remember. I'm not sure about some of the, you know, I just assume some of the races just have like human lifespans. But I believe it's only been mentioned before that the Yellows and the Vieira are very long-lived. Like, there's probably, like, if I go to the lore wiki or whatever, they probably got, like, a lifespan, like, thingy-mabib. But, like, I don't know for, like Lalas or other races or whatever what the thing is. Drink it slow and easy, lass, or you'll be waking up with a sore head come the morrow. Okay, thank you, sir. Alright, guy, we only have one bottle. This place doesn't actually make the ale that you want anymore, so tell your Eulmoran masters that unless they come out and help this village, that they're not going to get more of this shit. Were you successful in your bargaining? Ale so smooth it's said to slide down one's throat like honeyed sunshine. I see. That would explain that the trickle of ale into Eulmore has ceased altogether. I shall report this situation to my patron and see what can be provided in the form of laborers and surplus comestibles. The fuck is a comestible? 1 second. Comestible definition. An item of food. Okay, or something edible. Okay. That's what I thought it might mean, but what an interesting choice here. Comestibles. Okay. I don't know if they accept your handouts here, but they might accept, you know, laborers. Mayhap. Maybe you guys can arrange something, you know, trade. I know, so it seems you guys don't know what that means, but okay. In any case, I thank you for securing this precious bottle, kind traveler. Your payment as promised. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Boom shakalaka. Update. Alright, we gotta pick up more quests out here. Many quests. 4 of them. Moa Mosh. Hello. This one before. Moa Mosh has a supernatural story to share. Oh, another haunting thing. Okay. Do you want to hear a ghost story? Of course you do. What do you mean, of course you do? Some people don't like ghost stories, man. Yeah, curious head tilt. The old pig farm over yonder once belonged to a family known as the Greels. Greelies? The Greelies. It was around, 10 winters ago now, that their entire sty was butchered by a pack of wild animals. The farm never recovered, and the family scattered to the winds. The Greely's daughter and her betrothed sought refuge here in Wright, but misfortune's grasp would not surrender them so easily. The lad was slain by a Daikyosin last year when the Eater attacked our village. The lad was slain by Daikyosin last year when the Eater attacked our village. Is that a named Sin Eater? What the fuck is Daikyosin? Okay, sure. And the lass, mad with grief, threw herself from the bridge that bears her family's name, drowned right there in the river. Ever since, folks had avoided the spot, convinced that Greeley Bridge is haunted by the girl's anguished spirit. Well, we do have some tales of, like, ghosts or ghost-like beings. You think that the tale a tall one, with the bridge itself then, and call out her name. Ismella. Okay. Go on then, stand up Greeley Bridge and call the spirit for yourself. Ismella was her name. Okay. Why not? Final Fantasy has done more to expand my vocabulary than anything else. Well, second to books anyway, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of times where you're just like, when they just toss some words at you. Also, we never went back to talk to this last, being like, hey, problem solved. Oh, she's got nothing more to say to us. Alright, Hastala, hello. Hasselot is in over his head. I'm sorry, miss. Please tell me you're... I'm sorry, miss. Please tell me you're a warrior of some kind. You see, there's a gang of bandits who moved into the area. They used to be residents of Eulmore, but were exiled for stealing from free citizens. Now they've taken to stealing from us instead, and anyone who tries to stand up to them gets a good beating for their trouble. Folks say they're former soldiers, and seeing how those bastards fight, I'm inclined to believe them. We're just farmers here. We need someone who can stand up to them, someone who knows their way around a weapon. Surely, somebody here has to have learned the blade in some capacity if you're defending yourself from, like, the likes of Sin Eaters or something like that. Could you be that person for us? Yeah, I could do it. Leave it to me, chest pat. You'll teach them a lesson then. Oh, thank you. We've already hatched a plan to track down their camp, poked a hole in a harvest sack and left it as bait. There's a trail of grain now leading away from the village to the east, so you might want to start your search there. Well, you've already set a trap for them? Maybe just lure them away from something else and they're just like, well, you know, if you can catch them right now, we've sort of laid out a trap. All right. No, it's not that they've tried to find a way to where their camp is, so they've poked a hole in a grain sack so that'll leak all the way back to their camp. Okay. Finoise, hello? I keep on wanting to read this character's name as The Noise. Bring the noise, bring the ruckus. It's Thenoise. Thenoise watches the path to the shipyard with anxious eyes. Oh, who are you? Forgive me, it's not often we see travelers in Wright, and with how dangerous it is hereabouts. Oh, it was, oh, who are you? Exclamation mark, question mark. She said it very aggressively, apparently. I've been worried for my husband taking the road down to the shipyard, and he's as strong as a Talos. I don't know what a Talos is. I'm pretty sure they're constructs. But I think this is our first introduction to this word. He has been gone a good while, though. If you're headed that way, could you please let him know his wife is expecting him at home? My husband went to the shipyard to salvage lumber, but he should have been back by now. If you see a burly man stripping planks from the old ships, please tell him to hurry home. Well, if this guy's got strength, maybe he could, you know, learn to wield a sword, and maybe he's the one that's been defending this village. Alright, and also Eulise, hello. Eulise appears to have been awaiting your arrival. Excuse me, but you're the lady Alphinaud was traveling with, aren't you? I'm sorry I didn't quite catch your name. Kelwyn. Ah, Kelwyn. How lovely to meet you. My name's Eulise, and I'm the Acton Village Mayor. Oh, you're the acting mayor. Nice to meet you. I was hoping some of your talents would pass through right before long. The thing is, I need to visit someone up at Stonegazer, but I'm afraid to walk the path alone. Do you think you could provide an escort? Of course. My thanks, I just couldn't bring myself to ask one of the villagers. Was it dangerous? You see, there was an incident a while back where a veteran band of hunters was badly mauled. Simply mentioning that it's unsafe to wander outside the village these days would be enough to bring back memories of the grisly scene, which is why it's been so difficult to even bring up the subject. But such does not change the fact that the roads are indeed dangerous. Pray, meet me on the path to the north and be prepared to fend off the wildlife. Okie dokie. We'll do this first then, since it's right here. Assuming that is what this circle is. Fucking hell, Eulise! You leave without me, you're already being attacked. Bahamut, go! Take it out. Wipe it off the face of the map. Is that a feral rail? Okay. You alright, lass? I'm supposed to escort her. Did you run ahead? Like, what the heck? What did I tell you? I was barely 10 steps out of the village. Yeah, dude, this is not far at all. Come, let's hurry along before more predators have a chance to gather. Alright. I really like this is very short way out of the village. Luke. Hello. Okay. Eulise, is this the guy you wanted to meet? Thank you for the escort, Kelvin. This is the gentleman I wish to speak with, so we needn't go any further. Okay. Whenever you're done with your business, I'll escort you back. Luke. Are you wandering around by yourself out here? You know what kind of creatures lurk beyond the borders of the village. Ah, well, if it isn't Clifton's little girl, something I can do for you, lass. Yes, sir. I came for an answer to my proposal from the other day. Have you given any thought to taking over as village mayor? Okay, so she's acting mayor, but she doesn't want to be permanent mayor. She wants this guy to do it. I'm doing the best I can in the interim, but I have neither the age nor the wisdom to continue in the role, and the rest of the villagers agree with me. They want somebody else. It's like, listen, you're doing a great job, lass, but we need someone with more experience. They agree that, or they maybe agree that they want Siluk. I'm fairly sure I told you nay once already. But seeing as you found a guard just so you could come and talk to me, then mayhap I will consider the idea. In exchange for a few small tasks. Okay, sure. You will. Please, just tell me what I need to do. My friend Clifton, your dear father, was looking for a sickle to cut some rope. Would you mind skipping back to the village and borrowing one from me? Why would you? I mean, a sickle, was it? For cutting rope. That shouldn't be too difficult. I had only meant to ask you along for the one trip, but if I'm to complete these tasks, would you be willing to indulge me a while longer? No problem, lass. Anything else to say, dude? Nope. Okay. Looks like she managed to make the short trip back without getting attacked again. Okay, here she is talking to Vibrant Villager. Something I can do for you, dear. Okay. Elise? Good day to you, young Elise. You look a little flustered, dear. Was there something I could help you with? And good day to you, madam. I was actually hoping to borrow a sickle. Is that all? Here, you can take this one. I've several spares, so there's no rush in returning it. Doing a spot of harvesting, are you? My thanks. It's not for me exactly. I was asked to bring one for my father. Your father? Shadow save me? Why? Because their father is dead, right? Forgive me, if you are to accompany me in these tasks, then you deserve to know the whole story. It is my father, Clifton, was the former mayor of Wright. Yeah, I thought he was dead. And the incident I spoke of earlier was something that happened a year ago. One day a stray sin-eater came prowling around and slaughtered nearly half the village. It was a waking nightmare. Okay. Just one? One stray sin-eater? A greater one? Shit. Maybe just a stronger one? Some of the villagers blamed my father. They said it was because he refused to accept the protection of Eulmore. Bitch, if you stayed in this township, you know, like... And I don't think we've seen a single village out here that is under the protection of Eulmore, so like... You know, what does it even mean to have the protection of Eulmore? We don't know. The sheer scale of the tragedy and the accusation that followed wore away at his conscience, until finally he could bear the guilt no longer. He hanged himself. Oh, shit. Siluk, the old man we spoke to, was his closest friend, but considering how he worded his request, it seems he's reluctant to accept the fact of my father's death. Why couldn't you say, then why'd you tell that lady it's for your father, like you were implying that it's his ghost, when you could have just said it's for Siluk? Like, why did you do that just to spook people, man? Still, I would see this task to its end. Let's bring them sickle, shall we? Okay. Like, maybe he meant he needs the sickle for, like, the father's grave or something like that. I don't know. Also, who is this guy? Look at you, man. Nice, branch staff or whatever you got here. Fancy garb, man. Nice coat. The people of Wright cannot count on the perfumed gentry of Eulmore for protection, and they have long since given up on even asking. So it falls to myself and my esteemed brethren to keep them safe. Oh, okay, here you go. Defenders. I'd be lying if I said it was solely out of the kindness of my heart. You're being paid? Cool beans. Alright, and we're back. Anything else to say, Side Luke? Did you bring it? Alright, Elise. Side Luke, sir. We bought the sickle you asked for. Oh, good old Clifton will be glad to see this. Oh, sir. Thank you for staying with me, Kelvin. This might be harder than I expected. Alright, we keep going. Talos interrupted. Ulysses appears ready to accept Side Luke's next task. I'm grateful to have you with me, Kelvin. Thank you again. Side Luke, sir, I believe you had more tasks for me. Still here, are you? Yes, tasks. There's a Talos of mine that's taking far too long to make its return. Probably busy tussling with some dim-witted predator. Go and see how it fares and chase off anything slowing it down. But all the... you mean that, Talos. Pray, follow my lead, Kelvin. We'll find the Talos in question to the southwest of here, and I've no doubt there'll be dim-witted predators aplenty for you to deal with. Okay. Okay, it's out this way, it's out this way. Let me take a sip of water here while we're walking this way. Oh no, this is his Talos? Are you sure? Maybe what she meant to say is all the Talos are like, what, broken or something like that? Lass. Is that guy like, you know, not right of mind? Here's the Talos Side Luke was talking about. I think something's made a nest in there. Okay. Alright guys, vacate the dead robot. Squad squirrel. Alright guys, let's go find a new home. And by that I mean I'll murder ya. Unfortunate. I'm glad you're here. They may have burrowed in beneath the plates. I know Side Luke implied the Talos was still moving, but as you can see... Once upon a time, there'd be a line of these contraptions hauling materials down to the shipyard step by ponderous step, which incidentally is how the slow road supposedly earned its name. But after Daedalus Stoneworks closed down some 15 summers ago, there was no one left to make or maintain the creations. I would say so slowly over time, like this place used to be bustling, but just 15 years ago, not even when the flood happened, but 15 years? When did the current leader of Eulmore take over? Was it 20 years or something ago? So it feels like slowly the Eulmore has been draining people of this countryside. One by one, the tiles slowly fell into disrepair. Why would they do that? They rely on this countryside, do they not? Once again, where is Eulmore getting its ship from? This particular worker was damaged during that stray eater rampage, and it hasn't shifted an ilm ever since. It was always Sir Luke's favorite. Come, let's make our report. Alright, dokie dokie. Can we go out to the tower and Sir Luke?